In the last section for the next test, I'm going to do 6BC-3 and 6BC-4 together. This is adding and subtracting radical expressions. Here's how I want you to think about this. We have 3 radical 7 plus 5 radical 7 in the first one. When we were adding variables, we had like 3x plus 5x. This is kind of the same thing. When we did 3x plus 5x, we got 8x. Here we're doing 3 radical 7 plus 5 radical 7. We're adding the stuff on the outside, but we can only add if we have the same like radical. Just like here, we had to have like terms to be able to add them together. The x and the x had to be the same. The variables had to be the same. The radicals have to be the same. So this does work to be 8 radical 7. Again, no multiplying, it's all adding. The inside stays. Radical 7 and radical 7 stays radical 7. Again, same concept here. If there's nothing in front, remember, add a 1, and we end up with 9 radical 3. So those are the nice, easy ones that we can do. Again, here we got 11 minus 4, 7 radical 5. Again, that should be no problem whatsoever. Okay. Let's take a look down below. So radical 13 minus 4 radical 13. Again, I'm thinking 1 minus 4, which is negative 3 radical 13. Radical 81 plus 81. Again, simplify now. We can simplify. None of those could be simplified. Radical 7, radical 3, radical 5, radical 13. There's no perfect square factors of it. But radical 81 is 9. We really have 9 plus 81, which is 90. Over here, radical 32 plus radical 2. Can't do anything with radical 2, but radical 32, we can certainly make this radical 16 radical 2 plus radical 2. Again, this is 4 radical 2 plus, I'm going to make it 1 radical 2. So we have an answer of 5 radical 2. Again, break it apart. Simplify the radical. All right, so let's just do the next row here. 4 radical 7 minus radical 63. Radical 7 can't do anything with. Radical 63 is 9 times 7. So radical 9 times radical 7. So we have 4 radical 7 minus 3 radical 7, which is 1 radical 7, or just simply radical 7. Okay, 8 radical 3, can't do anything. Again, right now I'm thinking, well, I got to get something radical 3, and I know 16 times 3 is 48. There it is. 8 radical 3 plus 2 times 4 times radical 3. 8 radical 3 plus 8 radical 3 is 16 radical 3. Over here, again, break it apart. 6, radical 8 is radical 4, radical 2. Minus 2, radical 50 is radical 25, radical 2. 6, again, this is 2. 6 times 2 is 12, radical 2. This is 5. Minus 2 times 5 is 10, radical 2, which gives us 2 radical 2. So again, make sure you are working on the problems. Again, I'll leave those last couple here for you to do and check on Schoology. And again, make sure you're working in the review packet. And 6BC4, I want to do a couple of these problems. It's just basically a little bit longer problem. We throw some variables in here and whatnot. So let's just take a look here. It's really just combining radical 5s. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 minus 6 is 9 radical 5. Forgot to turn that on. My bad. 9 radical 5. Over here, radical 5y plus, I know I have a 5y inside, so maybe 245. If I divide that by 5, oh yeah, cool. I get radical 49 radical 5y plus 2, let's see, 320 divided by 5. And I get 64. That works out really well. So 2 radical 64 radical 5y. Really, they'd all have to be 5y, radical 5y to be able to combine them. So that's why I know to do that. So here I have 1 radical 5y plus 7 radical 5y plus, this is 8, so 2 times 8 plus 16 radical 5y. So I'm going 1 plus 7 is 8, plus 16 is 24 radical 5y. That's kind of a cool problem. So let's move down here. We'll do another one with x's. Okay, again, I can't, they're all x, so I know I'm going to have something x left inside. I can't do anything with 2x, so I'm going to leave the 2 and the x under. I can't do anything with the 3x. Now my question is, can I combine these two? And the answer is no. One is radical 2x, one is radical 3x. So I'm guessing that this will be able to combine with one of these. So minus, I can get a 25 out. 25 times 2 is 50, so radical 2x. This becomes minus 5 radical 2x, which again, we have this now. And radical 2x, we can combine that 8 and a minus 5 to get 3 radical 2x plus 8 radical 3x. And I'm just going to drop down here. I'm going to do one of these problems here. This is kind of cool. Let's do number 8. Find the perimeter of the following shapes. Well, here, this is kind of cool. Let's do 7. 4 times radical 50. Or radical 50 plus radical 50 plus radical 50 plus radical 50. Again, 4 times radical 25 times radical 2. 4 times 5 times radical 2, or 20 radical 2. Number 8, I'm just going to extend this up a little bit, and let's see what happens. We have radical 45 plus 4 radical 7 plus radical 63. I can get a 9 out. 9 times 5, radical 9 times radical 5, plus 4 radical 7, can't do anything, plus radical 9 times radical 7. So I have 3 radical 5, plus 4 radical 7, what's going on here, 4 radical 7, plus 3 radical 7, and if I combine that, 3 radical 5 plus 7 radical 7. And that's everything that you need for the next test, which I believe is Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.